Hello, my name is Milton Osvaldo Amarillo Rojas. I am 42 years old and I am currently at the B1 plus upper intermediate level in my studies at ZHAC. Today I will discuss in a topic that has been at the forefront of many debates in recent years, the right to own guns. I choose this topic because it deeply affects our society and brings into question our safety, our freedoms, and the interpretation of constitutional rights for United States citizens. In this space, I will present arguments both in favor of and against gun ownership, drawing from various sources and my own views. I will then conclude with my personal opinion on this critical issue. First, let's discuss the arguments in favor of gun ownership. Many proponents argue that the right to own guns is a fundamental liberty protected by the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution. This amendment states a well regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. As mentioned by the Willwith Emperor Jubio, the founding fathers include this amendment to ensure that citizens could protect themselves from a potentially tyrannical government. Willwith arguments that in regimes where citizens are forbidden to own guns, such as in certain dictatorships, people often suffer from oppression and lack of freedom. Additionally, gun ownership is seen as essential for personal defense in scenarios like home invasion, activity shooter situation, or terrorist attacks. Having a firearm can mean the difference between life and death. Police and military forces are not always able to respond instantly, and thus individuals must have the means to protect themselves and their loved ones. This perspective is supported by the fact that in many emergencies the ability to act immediately is crucial. Lastly, the historical context supports the right to own guns. In the United States, the founding fathers themselves were gun owners and used their firearms to win independence. This historical precedent underscores the belief that the gun ownership is an intrinsic part of American identity and liberty. On the other hand, there are compelling arguments against widespread gun ownership. Critics argue that the more guns lead to more violence and higher rates of gun related deaths. Statistics often show that countries with strict control laws have lower rates of gun violence. For example, in countries like Japan and the United Kingdom, stringent gun control measures have resulted in, in significantly fewer gun related incidents compared to the United States. Moreover, the argument that the guns provide personal safety is challenged by the fact that guns in homes are more likely to be used in domestic violence situations or accidents rather than in self defense. Research by the Harvard Injury Control Research Center indicates that having a gun in the home increases the risk of homicide, suicide, and unintentional shootings. Another point against gun ownership is the potential of misuse. Guns can fall into the wrong hands, including those of children of criminals, leading to tragic consequences. According to the National Crime Victimization Survey, firearms are often stolen from homes, increasing the likelihood that they will be used in criminal activities. After examining both sides of the argument, I believe that while the right to own guns is an important constitutional right For United States citizens, it should come with a stringent regulation. It is crucial to balance individual freedom with the public safety. Measures such as thorough background checks, mandatory training, and strict regulations on the types of firearms available to the public are necessary to reduce gun violence while respecting the right to self defense. In conclusion, the debate over gun ownership is complex and multifaceted. It is imperative that we continue to engage in open and respectful dialogue to find solutions that protect both our rights and our safety. Thank you for listening. Appreciate your time and attention. Have a great day.